What's up guys, Bryce here, and we're back at it again for another video. And today we'll be doing a 2SLR league race, and as you can see here we do have the Facecam as promised. And yeah, this is basically the first ever race that I've used the Facecam with, so hopefully you guys do enjoy it. It kind of adds a bit more immersion so you can see my emotions and things like that. So I think it's pretty cool. I didn't really feel any extra pressure, to be completely honest. It's just had a Facecam. I've done videos in the past with face cams that aren't on this channel, but you know. So anyway, to explain this is a 2SLR race, and I'm in SRL, I believe. SRL, yeah, Slipstream League Racing, and that is the main league that I am. I'm in tier 1, so that's the highest tier, and this is tier 2 in 2SLR, and I'm a reserve driver. So yeah, I'm a reserve driver in 2SLR, and I'm driving for the Red Bull. So they called me up to drive, and yeah, I decided to record this, and I was actually fighting for the win in this race. But here is qualifying. So as you can see here, we're at Abu Dhabi, and this was the day after my main league, SLR. So yeah, this is the day after the main league, reserve driver, you guys get it. So yeah, definitely in the future gonna be doing more face cams, but this was definitely the video where I decided the first time that I'll be doing a face cam, I had to set it up and everything like that. So yeah, it is a bit delayed, and the reason for that is because I'm using an iPhone 6 for the face cam because I don't have a proper webcam, unfortunately. So this will have to do, so maybe sometimes in the video my steering inputs will be delayed, so I do apologize for that. But yeah, I hope everyone is having an amazing day, and hope everyone is enjoying the holidays with their families. But yeah, let's get right into this video. Qualifying, as you can see here, this is our first lap. I screwed up on the first corner. I specifically remember this, and yeah, this is our first lap in the Red Bull. I actually quite liked it. The sound, I love the Honda engine. Definitely my favorite engine supplier. Unfortunately not going to be in F1 in 2021 or 2022, I believe. So that's an unfortunate one. But yeah, going through this last sector here, as you can see here, we're just trying to throw the car in, really nail the corners, and time is ticking. And going through this corner here, go a little wide there, which cost us time. As you can see here, there wasn't that many drivers in this race, but yeah, driving as a reserve driver is pretty cool. And we come across the line, and it is a decent lap of 133.7, and that puts us on pole position. So as you can see here, that puts us on pole position, and here's our next lap that we did after that. And we did not improve, unfortunately. I was super disappointed by that, but yeah, we did not improve. You can see my face on there. I was pretty pissed off. But yeah, we did not improve, and yeah, pretty slow lap the first one, so we're gonna go again. And you can see here Justin, he's my teammate in SRL, SLR, I keep getting confused, SLR I believe. He's my teammate for Haas. So yeah, he is driving a Mercedes in tier 2, and I believe he was the champion this year, so big congratulations to you for getting that driver's championship. And as you can see, here's our second lap. We nailed the first corner, nailing these two apexes here. We're almost up by 1/10 of a second already. Little snap of oversteer there, second gear, trying to get a good exit onto this back straight here. As you can see here, really for me an ideal lap is around a 33 flat, and anything below that is just really good. So as you can see here, on this back straight here, we lost a bit of time on the straightaway. I didn't get that much speed, breaking down at the 100-meter board super hard. Second gear, taking this curb on the inside, trying to get a smooth run, abusing that curb on the right, being really aggressive, and the delta's going down. If you look in the top right corner, the delta is going down, and I did not like that at all. So I really just wanted to get this over so I can go to the last sector where I could really improve time, breaking at the 100-meter board. We set a purple middle sector, 0.2 of a second almost. It's almost at that 0.2. Now it's below. It almost at a 1/10 now. It's a 1/10.5. No. Go wide here, and as you can see here, I got a little worried because I thought it invalidated the lap, but it did not invalidate the lap. I have no idea how. But going down to this corner here, second gear, trying to get it really smooth and nicely up by 0.2 of a second. It's climbing, but steadily climbing, but still going back down a half a second. 0.2, 0.3, fourth gear, fifth gear, going to this last corner here, 0.3 of a second. It went down. Now it's up. Now it's at 0.4 of a second, 3.5, and that puts us on P1 with a 33.3, as you can see here. But qualifying is not over yet. There's still 2 minutes to go, and at the end of qualifying, Justin puts in a 33.1, which is very good. So really good lap for him. Here's a race, wasting no time at all. As you can see, we're gonna get right into this race. Really, my goal here was to stay behind and be patient. This is a 2-stop race. I did manage to do a 1-stop, as you guys saw SRL. I don't know why I keep confusing that. But yeah, in my first league race at Abu Dhabi, I did do a 2-stop or 1-stop, which actually worked out very good. But this race is different because we're at the start, 5 lights, and here we go. We get a bit of oversteer, but we managed to keep the car on track. Going to turn 1, just protecting the inside line a bit. Cars on the outside, I get a little tap from the back, and we're all good. Now I know that the guys behind will not be able to pass me because I'm pretty good at defensive driving. I'd say I know how to keep the other guys behind me. But yeah, here going into this corner here, 3rd gear, and at this point we just need to stay within a second so that we can get DRS in the coming laps. So we're just gonna show this first lap here, and yeah, basically we knew that our pace was quicker, but we needed to keep it very clean, consistent, because patience is key. Because I've had races where I've been in a chance to win, but I let my ego take over. I wanted to pass him too many times. So we're gonna be really patient here, breaking after the 100-meter board, and just really trying to keep it clean. But Neon Ray's behind us, is really close behind us, and he really is kind of a threat to us as well, trying to save our ERS, because ERS is really something you really need to learn to save in this game, because if you have none, you will be a little bit slower even if you're not deploying it, because that is your power on the straight as well. So going to the section here, trying to nail each apex, and we skip to lap 4, and you can see here I put in the fast lap of the race, so he knows I'm there. He knows that I really want to catch him. So yeah, this is lap 4, and you can see there we got a 3-second time penalty, and yeah, at that point that screwed over the whole race. The 3-second time penalty is the last thing I need. So I was really gutted over that, because it's just a ridiculous spot that I got it on. But whatever, we moved on from it. Now we need to catch Justin and build a 3-second gap now or sooner later. So you can see here, lap 6, we're on the soft tire, still behind them. We built a bit of a gap to the car behind. It's 2 seconds now. So we built a really good gap. As you can see here, we're deploying a bit of DRS open, or ERS, and the DRS is open. As you can see here, we go on the inside, and we're gonna brake as late as we can, and we brake super late, and we do pass him into this first little corner. But I can see in the rearview mirror he is doing a little switchback here, so he's gonna get a really good exit onto this straight here, and I just let him go because I knew that this is going to be really hard to pass him. I would have to pass him on the straight right here, because if I pass him there, he's just going to cut back on me and get the DRS. And this move that he did actually happened about a few times in this race. So he gets me back after I tried to overtake him. Moving on to lap 7, the next lap after. 2nd gear, same scenario, trying to get a really good exit, but this time I'm going to try to pull further away and really try to make sure he doesn't pass me again. Same thing, DRS open as early as we can, not using any ERS so we don't waste the ERS. And as you can see here, we go down the inside of him going into this next corner, braking at the 100-meter board, and we go down into 2nd gear, and we're trying to get a really good exit. And we're on the back straight now, and you can see here the same thing as the last lap. He does have DRS, so he easily blows by me, and I tried to get the little slipstream, but we are in lean mode, but we weren't really trying there because we knew that this was going to keep on happening. So I had to think of something, just a way to get past him and not waste these tires. Moving on to the end of lap 7, and as you can see here, he does go in the pits. So now here's our chance to put in that really good in lap, so then we can try to overcut him. The overcut isn't really the strongest, but we're gonna try our best here, braking after the black box, 4th gear, 3rd, taking as much curb as we can, and we are up a little bit and really gonna try to push our way around this lap and see if maybe we can overtake him on the medium tires. And yeah, we're basically already committing to the 2-stop strategy because we're pitting on lap 8. If I would have pit lap 13, we would have committed to the 2-stop, or the 1-stop, so we already committed to the 2-stop, technically speaking. So as you can see here, purple in the 1st sector, red in the 2nd sector, and I think we got red in the 3rd sector as well. I'm not exactly sure, but we go into the pits. And now is our kind of rest time to really chill and really just reevaluate what we need to do in this race. But if you guys didn't know, well, you don't know, but my teammate, the Hammer, actually stayed out because he's on a 1-stop strategy. I did not know this until the end of the race. So this race was really crazy because it really required a lot of thinking. And as you can see here, we come out of the pits and he does do the undercut and he pulls out a second, almost 3 seconds, which is absolutely crazy. But yeah, at this point, I knew that if I passed him, I had to build a 3-second gap. But if I passed him and if I went into the pits, he probably would have followed me. And if I would have stayed out, he would have followed me. So getting a 3-second gap on old mediums would be very difficult. So it's really just a quick decision on what to do. So yeah, here we go, lap 10 on these medium tires. We're trying to get some back markers here, not back markers, but drivers who are still on the medium tires who qualified below the top 10. So here we are on Larson, trying to really just get past him as soon as I can so I can get back to Justin, because he is overtaking the racing point right now. So he has traffic, but now we both get past the traffic. So now I have one more car to clear before I can really start to try to build a gap to him. And as you can see here, we are chasing XTXP. So taking a lot of curb here, a little bit of curb there. We're going to really try to get a good exit and get him on the straight so we do not waste any time. And it did slow him down a bit because he's 1.3. Now the gap is 1.3. So you can see here, we're going to try to get a really good exit onto the straightaway. DRS open. We're not going to use any ERS so we don't waste it. Fuel mode enrich. And we're going to try to believe we're making a move, so maybe he covers the inside line, but he doesn't. So second gear here. Now we're going to really focus on getting that late apex onto the straight. Really aggressive with those curbs there. And now as you can see, we're really on his rear end now. DRS open, and he moves to the right hand side, and this gives us a pretty decent pass. I think I had to use a little bit of ERS here. I'm not exactly sure. Do I? No, I don't use ERS here. So we didn't need to use ERS. Second gear, cover the inside line just a little bit in case he tries to get us back. Now fourth gear, third gear, and as you can see here, we skipped to lap 14, and he was 1.3. And now we are on his tail. It took us a while to catch up to him, but we have caught up to him, but we do have a 3-second time penalty. So this is really crucial here. Kind of the same things that happened before. DRS open, and now we're going to really try to go for the overtake, but I think this is the lap where I do pass him. I'm not exactly sure. As you can see here, we are going on the inside, braking at the 100-meter board super late. And we do pass him, but he's going to go again for that switchback. And we didn't hit that curb exactly perfect. A little bit of oversteer. And there he goes with his DRS and his overtake button. So I didn't use any of mine because I knew this is the same thing that happens. He's going to get me back again. So this really required some thinking, because if I keep doing this, the same result's going to happen. And it's just going to slow us down for the cars behind him because I have a 3-second time penalty. Now this is lap 15. So I believe there's just a lap after. And as you can see here now, my plan was very simple and actually worked very good. I was going to pass him but stay quite close to him. So, or I think it was, I wasn't going to pass him, but stay very close to him so that I can get a good exit just like he did on me. So you can see here, we don't pass him, but we stay extremely close to him so that once we come out of this corner, we can slingshot away out the corner. Really aggressive on those curbs. They're attacking them as much as we can. Overtake button, rich fuel mode, DRS open, and now he has no defense because I have the DRS and he doesn't have it for the rest of the lap. He's blinking red, he's low on ERS, and we try to give him enough room, and just a slight little tap right there. Hopefully, in my mind, I didn't get him wing damage, but I believe I did. It wasn't intentional, obviously. I tried to give him as much room as I could, and at this point, we've almost already pulled a second, almost 8/10. So yeah, after that, I knew that I really had to pull away, but really the issue here was if I try to stay out, he's going to follow me, and it's going to be very hard to pull a 3-second gap, or I could go in the pits and pitch for the softs again. And yeah, I eventually tried to pitch for the softs, but what I didn't realize is that the hammer stayed out on the medium, so you'll see what happens here. So lap 15, now what I'm trying to do is just really pull a gap for the soft stint, and we skip to lap 19. As you can see here, lap 19, and he's pretty close actually because my tires started to die out a little bit, and he's within a second. So this is where I believe I went into the pits. As you can see here, lap 19, and I believe we do go into the pits. So we dive into the pits here, trying to get a really good entry like the second time, go a little wider, a little oversteer, and he follows me into the pits. He does follow me into the pits. So yeah, but as you can see here in the top left corner, I believe the hammer passes us, and he's on a one-stop strategy. So that means that if I want to win this race, I have to catch up to him and build a 3-second gap. After I saw that Justin was behind me and there was a bit of back markers there, I knew that I knew that Justin wasn't the one I was racing. It was my teammate that I was racing, because yeah, he would have to get through the back markers, and I didn't think that he would be able to catch up to me. So now it's our teammate that we have to pass and build a 3-second gap from. So yeah, that was really the biggest challenge in this race. But as you can see here now, we're catching up to the Renault of It's Just Vinny, and he does have a 3-second penalty, so we're not too worried about him. Was thinking about the move down the inside, but did not risk anything like that. As you can see here, the tire advantage is just so much better. He has really old soft tires. Overtake, even before the DRS line, we're side by side. DRS open, and yeah, we get past Vinny pretty easily, and now Justin has passed him as well. So Justin's not really our competitor at this point in the race. Now here is definitely one of my best passes I think I made in this game. I really enjoyed this pass. it was, I don't know, it just felt really good. I think sometimes when you see passes on, you know, top 5 passes or passes in races, real life, whatever, it doesn't really feel like it's a good pass, or it's like, oh, that's just a decent pass. But when you're really racing and you make the pass, it just feels so much different, and it really feels like there's just something so satisfying about passing another driver on track. But anyways, here we are on Neon Rays. As you can see here, he was on old mediums, I believe, because he was also attempting the one-stop strategy. But as you can see here, he also has a 3-second time penalty, and he's moved to the inside, defending very hard, and we move all the way to the right hand side, breaking at the 100-meter board. He goes deep, we switch back on the inside and pass him going through these little chicane here, giving him plenty of room, and that was a very nice pass that I think is definitely top 3 of my best passes in this game. And yeah, I will have a little onboard clip right here from the replay. And yeah, that was pretty awesome in my opinion. But yeah, now, as you can see here, Justin is behind the back marker, and he's not really my worry right now. But now, lap 28 of 28, last lap of the race, I was not able to catch up to the Hammer. He did a one-stop strategy, very, very good strategy by him, and I really should have done the same thing. But I didn't know Justin probably would have stayed out and followed me with it, and he did get a 6-second time penalty. So when I saw that, I was like, I should have stayed out, but you live and you learn. But he did pull a pretty good gap, and I was not able to catch him even on the soft tires. I was gaining because it was at 11 seconds, but I only had 6 laps, so unless I was like Lewis Hamilton, I don't think I'd be able to catch up to him, unfortunately. But yeah, here's the last lap of the race. Overall, I think it was pretty good. I might move the face cam up in the next video and kind of put it just in a different position. I thought it was pretty cool though. But let me know what you guys think of this face cam, if you guys really like me showing a face cam in the video. So yeah, I think this race was pretty good. Driving as a reserve, trying to win this race, I think was pretty fun. But yeah, I think I might be a full-time driver for this league as well. They're kind of sister leagues. But yeah, we'll see what we can do next season. The new SLR league starts pretty soon. I believe it starts January 11th, so the seasons are very fast. I think it's a bit too fast. I feel like we should have a bit more of a break in between, but it's going to be starting pretty soon. As you can see here, my teammate wins, so we do get a Red Bull 1-2. But yeah, that's going to be it for this video. That was a crazy race. Definitely enjoyed that one. I wish I could have won. I really do wish I could have won that race, but I'll take a P2. But yeah, thank you so much for watching, and hopefully everyone has a wonderful holiday and a wonderful Christmas and New Year. And yeah, I'll see you in the next video, guys. Bye bye.